Hi everybody, this is a demo to help you get started on Seneca. I'll be showing you the 5 first steps to use Seneca successfully with your students. Before we start, there are a few things that you need to know. The first one is that Seneca works on any device, so it works on mobile phones, tablets, and computers and laptops. And the second one is that Seneca is free for all Go student tutors to use in their lessons. Okay, so the 5 steps that we're going to go through are signing up, choosing courses, inviting your tutees, setting them assignments, and then reviewing the student's performance with their parents. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is go on senecalearning.com. So this is the website, or if you just Google Seneca Learning, you'll find it as well. You get to this page and then click on sign up. And then basically just follow the steps. So it will give you the option to sign up with your Google account, with your Microsoft account, or with any email that you want. So I'm gonna go for the email option and just choose a name. Password, sign up with email. And then you just have to, like I said, continue with the steps. In this case, you're gonna be choosing I am a teacher. And then there are a few things that you have to fill out here. At the moment, most of educators who use Seneca are part of a school. That's why we have the drop-down menu here. But if you just type anything and then select can't find your school, then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about being in a school or not being in a school. So it doesn't matter. You can choose a school or you can just go for can't find my school and it will work perfectly well. So this is how your students call you. So we're gonna go for Miss Anna, and this is your role, and then you finish sign up. So that was the first step. The second step is to add the courses or the subjects or the exam boards that you work with your students. So you can choose as many as you want here. There's no limit, but basically you just have to click on the ones that you want and then select add courses. To help you find the ones that we want, because we have hundreds, you can use the filters here. So if you are a chemistry tutor, you can click on chemistry. And if you're only interested in A-level chemistry, then you can click here, and then it already filters down to the ones that you can choose. So let's say that I teach AQA chemistry A-level. I want to select this one and this one as well. Add courses. That was the second step completed. So now, as you can see, you already have your or my class here. And all you have to do is get your students to join this class. It's very simple. You're going to click on Add Students. And then you have several options. So you can send them a link. So you can copy and paste this link anywhere that you want. You can invite them directly on Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams or via email. It doesn't matter. The moment that they click on the link, they will be prompted to create an account on Seneca, and then they will be automatically added to your class. So you don't have to worry about manually adding your students to your class. The moment that they click on the link, everything will be happening automatically. You can also give them a code. So if they are already on Seneca, if they already have an account, you can give them this code here, and then all they have to do is click on Join Class, type the code, and then they will be joining your class. And lastly, you can also print a few instructions for them to join your class. Once you have done that, you can close. And then once your students have clicked on the link or typed in the code, you'll see that they will show up here. So if you go on Students, you'll be able to see their name, their last name, and already some stats for that student. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the fourth step, which is setting them assignments. Again, pretty easy. You're just gonna click on Add Assignment and follow the steps. If you have added more than one card to your class, it's gonna ask you which one you want. So I wanna set assignments on the main chemistry content. And then it shows you everything that we have currently available on Seneca, in this case for chemistry AQA A-level. Remembering that we have a lot of content for almost all subjects and almost all exam boards. So let's say that we are working with kinetics with our students, and I want them to do this one and this one. So all I have to do is click, and then click on assign. You can preview those assignments first. So if you click on preview, you will open this pop-up here with the interactive preview of what your students will see when they select the assignment to complete. You can see that we use a lot of GIFs, so that's part of Seneca's methodology. It's very fun, very engaging, very interactive, and most importantly, is also adaptive. So this is a preview because not necessarily all your students will see everything in this exact same order, because Seneca will adapt the learning path to each students depending on how they are answering each question. So this adaptation, this adjustment, this optimization happens in real time. You can even try to answer the questions here and see how it looks like for your students. Okay, so then once you're done, you're happy with the content, you close, and then you go on, assign. When you have more than one student here, you are able to select specific students to set the assignment to, or all of them, so you don't have to send everything to everybody. Next, and then you just have to give it a name, select the start date and the due date. So this is very nice because you can also pre-program assignments for the future. So if you already know which week you're going to be working which content with each student, you can leave this pre-programmed. So it kind of saves you a lot of work as well, because you can set a date in the future and then students will only see that once that date arrives. But for now, let's just leave it like that. And then create. And now it's the very last step, which is to share the assignment with your students. So similarly to what we saw before, you have a few options here. You can copy and paste the link anywhere. You can share them on Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or email. And your students, if they're already in your class, they don't even have to do that. They can just go directly on classes and assignments, upcoming assignments, and they will see everything that you have set for them there. Okay, so you have the option to send them the link. Once they click on the link, they go straight to the assignment, or you can just tell them there's a new assignment and they go on the upcoming assignments page and it will be there. Once your students have completed the assignment that you set to them, you can see their scores. This is immediate, so the moment that they finish, you can already see their scores, which is great for you to keep track of what they're doing. You can even use that in lesson, so ask them to do that during the lesson and then already see how they're doing. So to see how they have completed, if they have completed and how well they did, you can go on assignments here and then click on the assignment that you want to check. Once the more you use assignments, then you can have more here and more here. But for now, let's go for this one. So my kinetics assignment. And I can see here that my student Mary has completed it. So it says here that she completed. So it has a positive status here. And it took her 3 minutes and 48 seconds to complete the assignment. She got an average of 56% score. And then her best score on the first assignment was 75%, and on the second one was 38%. So the interesting thing here is that you have different metrics. So this is the best score, but you can also see the most recent attempt and the first attempt. So in this case, you can see here that Mary actually improved a lot. So she did it the first time and she got 33% correct on this 1.5.3 topic. And then she tried it again and she got 75% correct. So this is also a very good way for you to see the progress that your students having and also the struggles that they are having. So you can see first attempt, best, worst score, average. So in this case, it would be 33 and 75, 54 average. And then the number of attempts. So she tried the first one twice, the second one only once, and also the total study time for each of them. And another thing that you can do here is click on Insights instead of Assignments, and that will show you everything that those students have done, in the case Chemistry AQA, regardless if it was an assignment or if they were independently studying. So here you select the metric that you want, you select the time period and the sections. So I want to choose all of these here. And then in this case, it will show me everything that they have done in the past, in the case 30 days. It doesn't matter if it was an assignment or if it was a independent study. Okay, so that's a good way as well to see how much work they're putting into the content, if they're doing only what you assign them to do, or if they're working more independently. And lastly, you can also go on progress here and download an overview of everything that's happening with your students. So again, you select the dates, and you can see for every subject. So if you chose AQA chemistry and Excel chemistry, then you can see both of them together here. So it's also another way to see the progress of your students. Okay, and obviously all of this can be shared with the parents so that you can all see how the students progressing and make sure that you help them to get the best result possible. Bye bye.